Hello, everybody. Welcome to Health and Wellness Show at Womenlines.com. Yes, friends, Womenlines is an online magazine which is on mission to create as many women leaders across the globe by empowering them for their business, leadership, and health excellence. Health is wealth, friends, and we always believe that healthy women can be a better leader and a better person, definitely. So today we are going to talk about certain herb which is considered to be a magical herb for women and which can help women in multiple ways. So we have invited expert Ayurveda Dr. Akshay Bhoir from Mumbai. Dr. Akshay is the founder and director of Brahmand Ayurveda. Basically, he has been practicing since last 12 years with research-oriented, scientific-based Ayurvedic treatments. He's having a vast experience of 90,000 plus Panchakarma procedures done. He is one of the finest person of Ayurveda who can treat karma disease with scientific aspects using traditional knowledge of Ayurveda, yoga, Vastu, Astro, and Karma. He has also published various research papers in international journals on diabetes, headache, overstress with Ayurveda and yoga. He wrote 3 different books also on Ayurveda, Karma, and spirituality, respectively. Such a pleasure to welcome you, Dr. Akshay, in our show.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Charu. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. I'm really feeling overwhelmed today.
My pleasure, Dr. Akshay. So yes, Dr. Akshay, as I mentioned, Ashwagandha is a herb we want to talk today and we want to gain knowledge about it from you. So can you describe what is Ashwagandha exactly and how many types of Ashwagandha are there?
So basically when we're talking about Ashwagandha, so it is very clear. Ashwagandha is a Ayurveda medicinal herb, which is used by the Indians almost since last 5,000 years. And it is mentioned in almost each and every traditional sciences, traditional texture and ancient culture. So basically by today's era, if I want to describe Ashwagandha, so we also know Ashwagandha as a Indian cherry. So it's like an Indian winter cherry basically, because the fruit of Ashwagandha, it looks like a cherry, but my suggestion is don't try to eat it directly because it's a bitter taste. So
take a note, friend.
So yeah, definitely. And if you can talk about the scientific aspect of Ashwagandha, though Ashwagandha found to be the anti-stress activity, it reduces the cortisol level of your brain. So that will help you to fight against your stress activity or anxiety. Second thing, it is having its own alkaloids, steroids, lactone, which will help for the lactation in women and to balance the hormonal imbalances. So hormonal secretion is a major part what women are facing nowadays. So I think Ashwagandha is the best medicine, but only thing is when to use, where to use, how to use, and by whom to use. That should be very defined, and it should be measured. Then and then only it will become a helpful. Otherwise, overdose will give you the side effect. And when you're talking about the types, so there is no such a different type of Ashwagandha, but whatever written in our Indian scripture is Gramya and Vanya. So the meaning of this terminology is Vanya is which is cultivated by nature in forest, and Gramya means which is cultivated by the human being in our presence. So of course, whatever we found in the forest is a qualitative medicine, no doubt. But whatever we found in our climatical condition where human being live, so that will again a good quality of medicine. So no, it's not like any question on those 2 types. So both are useful.
Fantastic to know. So Dr. Akshay, I'm really coming across so much content about Ashwagandha, especially magical for women's health. So I want to understand why specifically it is beneficial for women. And what are the other ways it is helping women in today's world?
Yeah. So it's an interesting question. So I want to tell you why it is specifically mentioned for the women, because Ashwagandha, Ashwa means horse. Okay. Gandha means smell. So its root is smell like a horse. That way it's named as a Ashwagandha. So it's an interesting story. But when we are go through this traditional, the nomenclature, it sounds like it should be made for the male, not for female, but it is not like that. It is made for both, but in a different way. Why women especially? Because Right now, when we are talking about the women, right now, women, they are working for the society. They are
Correct.
facing some lifestyle disease like hormonal imbalance, PCOD, gynecological disorder, even the thyroid,
Correct.
diabetes and hypertension, right? These all are the lifestyle diseases. What ashwagandha does, ashwagandha reduces the cortisol level. Second thing, it will nourishes your body cell. So directly or indirectly, your cell will get nourished.
Hmm.
Because of that nourishment, your cell get more immune against any kind of disease or any kind of the stress. So the stamina will be the more. I want to mention one scientific trial that was done by one of the scientists. I have forgotten the name, but that preclinical trial shows a significant result. So preclinical trial means an animal study.
Okay.
So what they did, they induced the extract of ashwagandha into mice and leave that mice to the for the swimming purpose, right? So after some time interval, they found in two groups, mice without ashwagandha extract and mice with ashwagandha extract, they show the difference of almost double in stamina.
Oh.
So that was a significant result. If suppose today's women, because women, they are not working for the only society, but they need to work for their home also.
Correct.
Because I always believe women, they are emotional, right?
True.
Females are emotional, male are practical. Male are always thinking from the brain, but women, they're thinking from the heart. So they require more stamina. The stamina is not only about the physical stamina, but at the same time, the mental stamina. So ashwagandha help in both of them. And again, after doing all this thing, your pituitary gland. Pituitary is the important organ of a woman's body, what I feel. Because it is a king gland of all endocrine gland. That means all hormonal imbalances started from this. And ashwagandha is a fantastic medicine to balance the frequency level. Frequency means to secrete. Frequency level of that particular gland, and the possibility of imbalances, any kind of thing, will be reduced by almost 90%, which is very good number.
Fantastic. It sounds so magical and powerful. So yes, it is in form of capsules in the market. It is in form of powder also. So what's your opinion? What should be taken and who has to be careful for what before consuming it?
Okay, so there are two criteria. See, because it is available in the form of capsule, there are two things. You can take whatever will be the available to you, but the preferably powder. Preferably powder, because
powder. Okay.
Preferably powder. Yeah, because as per the scientific study, our tongue is the magical organ of our body. We are calling it as sublingual absorption. The mode of administration of medicine is the fastest route is this tongue. This is called as a sublingual absorption. So when I'm putting any powder on my tongue, it will get absorbed immediately and reach to your microcell within a second. But when we are talking about capsule take at least 8 to 10 minutes to dissolve, but inside the stomach. So what things will happen when it is going to dissolve inside the stomach with the help of particular acid? So it will take 10 minutes and it will take some time to disintegrate. Disintegrate means to absorb, right? So it will take 40 to 45 minutes to reach your cell when you're using in the form of capsule. But when you're using in the form of powder, it will be absorbed and nourish your body directly within a second. So I think it is a more faster. But both things are preferable. Yeah, both things are faster. Both things are workable, doable, and you can use whatever available at your place. But if you have choice, then go for a powder. This is my recommendation.
You can note, friends, so powder is the best form we should be taking. How about tablets, Dr. Akshay? Tablets, there are tablets also which can be consumed. So is it okay?
Tablets are also a good choice. So there are 2 to 3 types in Ayurveda when we are talking about the tablets. So tablet, it's like only the tablet. Second is a ghanavati. Ghanavati is a concentrated form of that ashwagandha extract. So if it is found in the form of ghanavati, then it will be the more powerful as compared to the normal tablet format. So it is called as a ashwagandha ghana. Ghana is the extract form. Ghana, ghana is the extract form. So if it is available and that will be again give the same results as like a powder. But again, there is a calculation when I'm comparing powder and tablet both. It will get time at least 40 minutes to disintegrate from stomach only, right? So powder is always preferable. Yeah. But again, as a practitioner, I would like to add something over here.
Mhm.
It's all depend on, because as a practitioner, when we are using it as a medicinal purpose, if suppose
Mhm.
I'm using ashwagandha for the arthritis or the ulcerative purpose, that time I will go with the tablet. And when I want to use it as a regeneration, that time preferably powder. So its format is depend on the situation. It's not by the choice.
So, any particular, yeah, definitely I will have to know the amount. Can you highlight the amount, the grams or the spoons, how much somebody has to take, and what other things we have to be careful for before consuming it?
Yeah, so it's a very good question, because nobody is going to ask us such kind of question, because they're always prefer 1 teaspoon or 1 capsule, or which is recommended on that particular, the labeling. But I want to tell you scientifically what a researcher they came to know after lots of studies. So recommended dose is 100 milligram per kg body.
Oh,
So for example, suppose somebody is having a weight of 70 kg,
okay.
then the preferable dose is 7 gram.
Oh,
7 gram.
7 gram in a day.
7 gram
Morning or
in a
evening?
day. In a day. So again, there is a variation. If suppose somebody wants to take it for the regeneration, then it should be taken in the morning by empty stomach. Empty stomach only, right? Yeah. And again, there are 2 to 3 format, because suppose if I am using it for the regeneration purpose, then it should be taken with the milk, not with the water. So there are criteria. Yeah,
Okay.
so 7 gram you can take along with the milk, and you will have to consume in the morning by empty stomach. And after that, for at least for 30 minutes, you should not take anything, because body requires some time to nourish uh, themselves, and the cells, they want to absorb it in proper way. Suppose you're going to consume anything along with the ashwagandha, immediate after the 5 minutes, you'll have a tea. Then the combination, the chemical combination will become change.
Okay.
So
Such
the
a powerful
whatever result we are
information.
looking for, yeah, whatever result you are looking for, will not get, right? So these are the criteria. If suppose you want to take for any kind of disease, then that should be decided by your expertise, not by you.
Correct.
For
That's something
suppose
very
you're,
important.
yeah, if you're having an anxiety, then that should be again decided by your expert on the chronicity of that disease, on the genetical condition, and the climatical condition where you are right now.
So take a note,
It's
friends,
all
you
depend
be
on.
your own doctor. We will strongly recommend that if you are having some problem, definitely reach out. You can reach out to Dr. Akshay himself. His details are there. We will be sharing his link also. Or if any other doctor is there, make sure that you are consulting before consuming if you are having some treatment for particular disease. And for rejuvenation, as Dr. Akshay is recommending, these points are wonderful, that we have to consume it in morning, empty stomach, and better to consume with milk. So it's really powerful information, Dr. Akshay. Thank you so much for sharing. Now I want to talk about some side effects and who shouldn't be consuming ashwagandha. Can you highlight on these points?
Yeah, again a good question, because most of the people, they are not asking such a questions. So, Charu, I want to tell you, ashwagandha is very safe to consume.
Okay.
When scientists go to the toxicity, because whenever we are putting any medicine in the market, introducing any medicine, it should be go through the preclinical and clinical trial, right? So
Yeah.
in preclinical trial, they found it is 100% safe, and it does not have any toxicity in it. This is a very good part. But
Okay.
still, those who are having upper respiratory tract infection, don't try to even consume ashwagandha, because it nourishes your body, but that time that nourishment is not required. Second thing, if you're obese, because one study was conducted by the scientists on the children's,
Okay.
those who are malnourished especially.
Mm-hmm.
So they have given a particular dose of ashwagandha on a daily basis for a morning and evening, and they
Mm-hmm.
found the group who's consuming ashwagandha, their weight were increasing significantly. And
Okay.
every children were found to be normal, with the normal activity, physiological aspect and everything, right? But suppose if somebody is obese,
Mm-hmm.
and he or she will become consume ashwagandha, then I think there might be the chances of
Gaining more weight.
increasing your weight.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's
So I
wonderful
think,
point. Yeah, it's a wonderful point. We should be taking note, friends. Yep.
and a second thing, those who are healthy, especially uh, enjoying their life with the, the what we can say, the Coke, pizza, and all those things. Try to avoid ashwagandha because it is not bad for you. Because
Okay.
if you are belong to the lifestyle diseases, then it should be recommended by expert, not by yourself.
So many things have to be taken care of, friends. Just don't start consuming it, just thinking that it will help you in your rejuvenation and energy and your hormonal balance. Be mindful about what's your health situation is at present and consult. I will repeat, do consult, as definitely it's a matter of health, and we are advising on the part of some herb consumption which can help you. So our intention is to share the knowledge how it can help, but definitely there are side effects and people can be get harmed by it. So just make sure that you're not consuming without guidance if you're having problems. Wonderful share, Dr. Akshay. Can you suggest how long, as you are highlighting that it can be consumed by people who are not having normal health, they want to get rejuvenation and they want to have more stamina, particularly women, because we are multitasker, as you have suggested, that we need more energy. It can help us in that segment. But how long it should be continued? I mean, once we start taking supplement, it goes on and on every day. So there should be some period we should take and stop and then take, or it can be consumed every day.
Yeah, you can consume by every day. So for regeneration purpose, you can take for lifetime.
Okay.
But for anything else, because whatever you are consuming, it's morning by empty stomach, which will be get easily absorbed by the body, right?
Yeah.
But when you are using it for the any particular another reason, then it should be taken for the particular period which mentioned by your expertise person. Because suppose I want to give you for the stress, in
Okay.
that case, actually, I will recommend you can take for the particular 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, whatever with the period.
Okay.
More use again will be the harmful in those cases. But as a resolution, you can take for lifetime.
For lifetime. And you mentioned that the experiment
And
was done.
recommended
Yeah.
is
Please go ahead.
my recommendation is always take with the milk. But if your climatical condition is if you can consider about temperature, it's below 20 degree. Then try to avoid to take with the milk. You can directly consume it with the help of water only. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned the kids experiment was done on kids. So what's the minimum age at which this can be consumed? We have to be careful about the age factor for kids when they can start.
No. You can start from day one, even baby also.
Oh, wow. I was not aware about that. I miss giving my kids. See, knowledge is power and applied knowledge is superpower, I always say. So it's a
because there is no
wonderful
side effect,
knowledge.
because there is no side effect, no toxicity. It is suitable to each and every individual in the world. So it can be taken by anybody, even though they one baby, even though 100-year-old person. So it is for everyone.
Wonderful to know. So yes, friends, there are so many ifs and buts. Be mindful. It can be given, but yes, it's always good to get consultation and discuss with your own doctor and then start taking and consuming or giving to somebody in your family. So wonderful share, Dr. Akshay. You want to highlight some other points regarding ashwagandha?
Yeah, so I want to tell you, because right now I'm working on the cancer.
Okay.
So ashwagandha was used in the cancer patient also. So they found it is anti-cancerous or anti-tumor activity found inside the extract of ashwagandha, which is very good for our body. So I think what they found is like it's like what we can say, the cell.
Mm-hmm.
What is a cancer? Uncontrolled growth of cell.
Very true.
So ashwagandha is a beneficial or found significant to stop this uncontrolled growth of cells. So the life expectancy and the overall quality of life of that cancer patient will become a more. And second thing, if that particular cancer patient, he went through some kind of treatment and he found himself or herself like a weak or not the perform value, then ashwagandha is a beneficial in such patient. If you can take ashwagandha along with your cancer treatment, then I think your life expectancy will become more. I think this is a good point.
This is a very valid point, and it's so nice to know. Thanks for sharing this knowledge, Dr. Akshay. So yes, friends, today we have shared wonderful knowledge. Do share with your friends and network, because I strongly believe sharing is caring. And we will be soon coming up with other episodes where Dr. Akshay will be sharing his knowledge on other herbs and other lifestyles, how you can lead a healthy life. Thank you, Dr. Akshay, so much for your valuable time today and sharing.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Charu.
Thank you.